As many of you will know, we regularly celebrate International Women's Day. And women, particularly in the constabulary, have come an enormously long way. So I want to read you a story from Alan Bowles' book, When the Whistle Stops, because there are certain things that are very, very different. But the empathy that is still needed when you are a police officer is still absolutely vital. So let me just read you a little bit from this book. A 31-year-old, Grace Annie Appleby Flower, joined the Bristol Constabulary in 1943, right in the middle of World War II. On her first day in the job, WPC Flower, collar number 4, along with her colleague, was told to change into plain clothes and head to a fortune-telling establishment at the bottom of Christmas Steps in Bristol. Grace, of course, meticulously recorded her first ever job as a policewoman. In her pocketbook, she describes the fortune teller's shop, the door colour, the curtain colour, the hours of opening, as per the sign on the door, and the interior decor. Taking her place across from the fortune teller and listening intently, she was told that the war would be over within 12 months and that a man in blue would soon come into her life. It must have been hard to suppress a smile. At the end of the reading, her colleague also had her palm read before the two undercover ladies left. A short while later, the fortune teller appeared in court charged with offences relating to false statement affecting morale and fraud. She was fined. For her creditable manner and the way she delivered evidence, Grace was commended by the justices. Not a bad start for your first job. Grace's duties were varied, but almost exclusively related to women or children. She frequently stopped anyone in the street who looked underage, questioned them, took them home to have words with the parents, or took them to the station. She dealt with runaways, prostitutes, and female thieves, but she always dealt with them with empathy, as can be seen in the pocketbooks. It appears, even then, that Grace was always looking to educate rather than prosecute. Another of her duties, which she undertook on a regular basis, was escorting female prisoners to and from prison. This normally required her to spend an entire day and sometimes an overnight stay as she took the prisoner from Bristol to the female prison in Cardiff, Wales or London. What sort of crime were these women guilty of? One example in Grace's pocketbook from Thursday, October the 14th, 1943, is worthy of a mention. Quote, escorted prisoner to HM Prison Cardiff, where she was committed for 6 months for being persistently late for work. In 1958, Grace married retired Sergeant Frederick Caple. Fred had served 25 years in the Bristol Constabulary, retiring in 1937 and was aged 67 when he married Grace on New Year's Day. Promoted to Inspector in 1963, Grace Caple was from that point forward the senior policewoman in the Bristol force. Supervising the W Division and responsibility for the training and discipline of all the ladies in the force would have been an intense task, but Grace remained popular with all the policewomen under her command. The records she kept include risque cartoons drawn about her promotion, and particularly about the introduction of short sleeves and low necklines. In 1966, Grace Caple became Bristol's first ever female Chief Inspector. This amazing achievement made headlines around both Bristol and Somerset, with CI Caple receiving dozens of telegrams and congratulations from across the country. On May the 2nd, 1968, Chief Inspector Caple retired after 25 years' service. So you can see, there are many, many differences, but that underlying integrity is still really important.